This is the age of adventure for Utopia. There are a great many things to discover simply by stepping away from your home. The loneliness of that big house is still something to combat. I now go on frequent walks or fly around to explore and have an adventure. Today was a long walk, made longer due to the fact I found a pack of wolves that seemed to take a like to me. They followed me all the way home. Now then, welcome back to Utopia³, the age of adventure. And I'm surrounded by a big pack of wolves. And I haven't dyed these colours myself. This was from another lucky block. I wasn't recording at the time, otherwise you would be seeing that first. But there was a lucky block on the map. I've been doing lots of exploring. I'm trying to think where the lucky block was now. Somewhere, I think that's the lucky block temple over there. I went all the way down to there after going around and round in circles. I've been to a few villages and had a look around and done a bit of raiding. Raiding. Not very good as a druid, I know. But there's plenty of villages and places I've been. I've just had a fly around, but now I'm having to walk all the way back because these wolves will not follow me properly when I'm flying. So I thought we'd have a little chat on the way. I thought we'd go and have a bit of an adventure together. It's a blackberry bush. I don't think we've got blackberry bushes yet. I'm just collecting odds and ends, stuff that we haven't seen before, stuff that we haven't got yet, and investigating some of these little ruins and places just to see what we can get, what we can find inside them. And hopefully this one is not going to be too difficult. I'm going to need to get my pick out to kill the spawner if there is one. Let's have a looky. Kill that spawner. I think there's another spawner here. Oh, there is. Kill the witch spawners before it's too late. And we're good. Okay. Well, we're going in the dispenser, some bread and some ash. Excellent. You alright, dogs? Come on, let's go. Let's carry on going. I've been seeing some interesting terrain, and the only terrain I've really been interested in finding has been a jungle. And there's still no sign of a jungle anywhere. I've been flying around all over the place, as you can see by the map. But I haven't found that elusive jungle yet. Now, there is a way to make cocoa beans, which is the thing that I'm seeking, and I've already got let's see what's down there. I've already got some other bits and pieces that I need for the potion that I'm brewing. Korj, in his super uber mage like wisdom, has already managed to create cocoa beans, so if all else fails I'll go and speak to him about maybe getting some off him at some point. But I would like to find them myself, or figure out creating them myself. But for right now, I'm just happy exploring. I'm happy adventuring away. You now have a really cool little hat on, don't you? Cyberdog. Cyberdog. Co-commentating Cyberdog. We need to get up there somehow, boys. How are we going to do that? Up and around, maybe? Yeah, I guess we're going to have to go up and around, aren't we? Don't take too much falling damage on the way past, please, boys. And girls. I guess there's boys and girls here. I'm taking these wolves back the cautious way because I actually fancy having wolves. We haven't done that yet in the Druids Tale, have we? Having a pack of wolves to call our own. So it's a cool idea, I think, to have a pack of wolves. This terrain, I love this terrain. I love the biomes aplenty terrain types. I love exploring and adventuring. I'm not finding a lot of ruins and things though. I know I've limited it in the pack, but I need to get started on adding some more things in to find on the way. Because although the biomes aplenty is a very nice mod and gives you plenty of nice places to see, we're not getting much in the way of actual adventure. I have rose bushes. I haven't found those yet. So I think this is the first rose bush I've had. Yep, and we could duplicate rose bushes and lilac bushes a bit later on just by bone mealing them, so that's okay. Oh, I'm getting some really strange laggy spikes as I load up new terrain. And I think I've spotted on the map that there's another lucky block up there, so let's go and take a look at the lucky block. There we go. It's going to be a good one because it's got the temple around it, so we should be having some nice stuff out of this lucky block. Let's see. It's a book. It's a lucky block book by Player in Distress. What's all that about then? It's brought to Minecraft gods punish evil. Player's true self is revealed after mining this block. Some fear it and others may have been made rich by it. You must mine it and be prepared for whatever will follow. This is not luck, it is destiny. Huh? Yeah. Player's true self is revealed after mining this block. Oh, okay, it's just telling us about lucky blocks. Well, I think I've seen those before, but I've never really kept one. I'll put one in my library somewhere safe. It's about time I had one, I guess. Let's have a... Oh. All the dogs just falling on the way down. Come on, boys. Don't be falling. Do some proper jumping. Jeez. Oh, some more bees. I don't think I actually need any more of these, so I'll leave off collecting them, save my inventory. The flax, though, I could do with getting some flax. Flax is something I haven't got growing anywhere yet. And we need shears to break flax, don't we? We need shears to collect flax. So let's get some this way. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that grows like string and stuff as well, so we're good with that. That's nice. Some flax from biomes aplenty. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I'm just collecting things and looking around, trying to make my way back home as carefully as possible, by the straightest route. Try and keep my dogs all intact. I'll probably feed them all of the meat that I've got supplied because obviously, as a vegetarian, I don't eat a lot of meat. So I've got plenty of meat from various things that I've killed along the way that I'll be feeding these dogs to keep them well fed. Well, I finally got back and ended up with 3 wolves nice and safe. I brought them under here, where I think I'm going to build them a little doggy hut at some point. But I've already started assembling some of the things and bits and pieces that I found on my travels, putting stuff away. I've also been off to Spawn to talk to Thrak about something. But I'm not going to show you that clip today, this episode. This episode, I've got it crammed, packed, full of stuff, really. So the clip you just seen was me wandering around, gathering a load of stuff, and I've brought all that stuff home, sorted it all out, and then I went off to talk to Thrak, and that'll be in, well, Friday's episode? Yeah, Friday's episode, I think. Saturday's episode, something like that. As you can see, I've been laying out my storehouse a little bit better, using these storage drawers to maximum potential, I think. I may mix them up a little bit with half ones as well as the full double drawers like this and have 4s on them as well. This felt right for the flowers because I'm going to have lots of flowers, so having plenty of stacks available in the double drawers looks cool. And these potion things, I might change them around a little bit. This is my witchery area back here. I haven't carpeted yet. And with the carpet I put the little glowstone nooks to look like they're holding the carpet in place, holding the rug down, and that also lights the room for me. A few nooks here, there and everywhere. And yeah, so this is my Botania section, this is my witchery section, and we're going to be doing a bit of witchery today because it's nearly Halloween. This is my woods section, so I've got selections of flora and fauna, trees and flowers, and then in the lockers loads of wood that I've been harvesting, planks that I've got left over and wooded products, and then stuff you make from wood, and also leaves. But yeah, I ain't got anywhere else better to put leaves right now, so that's where it's going. Flowers wise, we picked up a load of flowers on our journey, so I've got a load of new types of flowers in there just for decorational sake. Little carpenter's block section over here. This is basically the wood room, the wood area, and my microblocks locker for all the various bits of microblocks that I may end up with. The smeltery section has got smaller because of those two areas put on there, but I've filled it in slightly, which is cool. The smeltery section you've seen before, but now I've moved my ores over to here. And as I was putting all this in, I was kind of thinking, I don't like it. I don't like it. So I'm going to change this around again. Carpenter's safe, right? I was putting lucky blocks in a carpenter's safe, and I clicked on it with a lucky block. And so the carpenter's safe is now a lucky block. I'm hoping that when I break the carpenter's safe, it wouldn't trigger the lucky block. Hopefully the lucky block will just fall. I can use the tool just to snap it out and put something else, but for now I just thought I'd leave it like that because it looks fairly cool. So yeah, witchery down there, wood shops and all that. Down there still my block storage, but in here the vines are growing a bit further than I anticipated because they're growing up this wall here. They were just on here before, but they're spreading around and out. I'll leave it for a bit, see if it grows on me. Get it? Grows on me. But down here I've got a little fishing area using the Growthcraft fishing nets. Let's open this up. What happens here, this is a little invention of my own. I've got this dirty, mossy water pool up in here, right? And a load of fish traps under here. And these fish traps will just literally do fishing for me, like vanilla fishing mechanics. Anything you can get through vanilla fishing, it will fish up, and they will get caught in the trap. The traps are all empty, however. But if I put, like... actually, let's put these in. Let's put a storage crate in. It gets taken out the fish trap straight away. And what I'm doing there is I've got these open crates from Botania underneath hoppers. So the hoppers are dragging the item out of the fish trap into the open crate. The open crate then just literally drops it on the floor, where this hopper hock, or these hopper hocks, pick things up. And these have got fish in frames, and it's basically saying, do put fish in that one, don't put fish in that one. That's basically what the hopper hocks item frames are telling me. So in here, fish from those several fish traps is getting put in that locker, and everything else gets put in here. And I love coming down here to have a look to see what we got. This is awesome. So I get out all this kind of stuff, that and that as well. There's my storage case, by the way. There you go, that's my storage case. The leather I'll take out. Fishing rods and bows and things are pretty cool, but I'm not taking them out right now. I've been taking the enchanting books over to the library when I get those as well. And then with the beauty of these storage drawers, I can just double right click and it will put things out of my inventory into the drawers. So all of that should be gone now, apart from the saddles. 8 saddles. I think I've got, yeah, 8 stacks is my limit then. Okay, so my saddle supply now is a bit too much. Yeah. So saddles don't normally stack, but in storage drawers they stack to 8 because you can get 8 stacks in them. That's pretty cool. So saddles for days. I've got 10 saddles now. Name tags 5. I get in loads of tripwire hooks and loads of leather and plenty of these fish. These puffer fish are useful for spell potions and, of course, water bottles for spell potions as well. So as I'm gathering stuff there, I'm going to be using it around the place. Let's get rid of some stuff first before we move on to today's main event. Let's throw all this stone, bricks and stuff in there out the way. And a bit of dirt can go in there. There we go. Got everything stored away all nice and neat. Well, virtually everything stored away all nice and neat. I've got a chest of miscellaneous. I'm going to keep them on me because I might need those later. Chest of miscellaneous stuff that I've not really found a good home for yet. The Flaxbeard steam stuff I've been raiding from villages all ended up going into this room here. So the Flaxbeards is underneath these furnaces, so these are all steam-powered furnaces. And then we've got some Ganny's bits and pieces. And I'm just planning on putting various things in here, the centrifuges and stuff. Nothing really automated, just I steam power the furnaces so I don't need to actually use bits and pieces. Just generally that. And in here I'm thinking of putting a little potion room, a little brew stand, but mostly storage. Mostly storage is the point. Oh, another place. You see the picture down here? This is a carefully disguised secret entrance. Oh yes. Look at that. These are Carpenter's garage doors. New in the latest Carpenter's update. Garage doors go all the way up to the top there. And then drop all the way down. They're pretty awesome. I love them. So they're better than normal doors. They go straight up. They don't open out. They still take up the same space, but they look much cooler when they're going up like that. You can do much more with them, getting up higher gaps. In here I've got my supplies for stuff that I don't want to take all the way down to the mob farm. And this is now the route down into the mob farm. Instead of going down the outside and coming in around here somewhere, we've now got the base of the mob farm just here. Yep, that's the mob farm. And I've got some automated systems for storing all my stuff. And there it is. I've got to remember that I put that piece of stone there to remind me where the door was hidden. And all the redstone workings and stuff in here of a hopper sorting system. I can get up here. Here we go. So the system relies on a hopper hock again. And it's another hopper system, but using the Britannia hopper hock, which is an incredible tool. And that's what I've been focused on for a little bit. I made one or two too many of them, so I've decided to use them in everything. So all the mob drops, they land on the iron spikes out there. The hopper hock then picks them up, puts them in the chest. Then once they're in the chest, they get sorted out. So if I put all of that stuff in there, it will slowly but surely filter through and out along the hopper chain. And the hoppers will try and drop them down into the hopper below. They will try and drop them down into the hopper below. If the item matches, so if an arrow heads into here, it will go down into here. And if there's a second arrow goes into there, it'll take the total up to 22. I think that's right. 5, 10, 15, 21, 22. Yeah, so it'll take it up to 23. And 23 is enough to power the second piece of redstone. So as it's the second piece of redstone, it doesn't link to any of the other sides. It's already powering these anyway. These are already being powered by a 1 signal. So the second signal then powers that block. And when you get down here, that block powers the repeater. And you may see them flashing every now and again. The repeater then powers this block, and this block then turns off the redstone torch, which allows this hopper to pass an item through. And of course, that allows this item to drop down into it. So if we see... well, we can't really see it in action, just trust me, it's working. You'll see some flashing lights here and there as things are getting into hoppers that are supposed to go. The top chain hopper just keeps going until it's found somewhere to drop it in. So each one's categorized here to say what's got to go down there. And then that triggers this whole thing, which then allows this to receive. So then that drops down 1. And then as soon as that drops down 1, it changes the redstone signal back. And then this hopper just feeds it into the locker for the assigned thing. Yeah, I quite like that. I quite like that. It's a vanilla item sorter. But it's good for sorting out my mob farm because... well, these items gathered up quite fast, and having to sort them all by hand was a bit of a pain in the butt. But we're getting quite a lot of stuff now, quite a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm going to take a stack of each of these now. In fact, that unstackable 2, yeah, that unstackable 2, I'm going to take with me and use those up. That unstackable 1, I'm going to take with me to use those up. That's an unstackable 2. Yeah, from an update we had some that are the same item and they can be used the same, but they are slightly different IDs, even though they look exactly the same. They don't stack. But that's not a problem because I'm going to use them up today. And then the final chest, as it all comes all the way around, is the to sort chest, which is where stuff goes that doesn't have anywhere else to go. I guess that arrow didn't quite go where it's supposed to go. Let's drop that in there. Actually, I need an arrow. That's why I had an arrow in my inventory. Let's pop that there, because I've got an infinity bow. So then I would take out these odd things and put those where they need to go. Another little feature I've got here is so I can get in and out, flying. I've got a garage door there that blocks it off from anything coming in here. And everything just keeps dropping. It's still a slow process. Still a very slow process. But when I'm working around here, it soon adds up. And I don't need a hell of a lot of stuff, so it's doing enough. It's not like thousands of products per hour or anything like that. It's just enough. What else? We've got the kitchen is finished. That was from last episode, I think, wasn't it? Yeah. Kitchen is finished. Pretty much I'm happy with the layout now. I'm just filling it up with things. It's just storage again. It's storage of edibles and food related stuff. The dining room has a few trophies on there, which, yeah, I'll add more trophies to it eventually. Up here in the attic, I've started thinking about how to store miscellaneous stuff that I don't want very often. I don't use very often. And I'm going to just sort of like bulk this first section out as you're walking in. Bulk this first section out with fake boxes and actual storage and things hidden in. Maybe some bits and pieces like, I don't know, a chandelier just on the floor down there, because there was a chandelier that I didn't use. So sausage links, that outward facing kitchen faucet that we didn't use in the kitchen last episode because I had got the wrong one made. That kind of thing can just sort of be sitting around in like an attic space. But as you get through the attic space, then you get to the blood magic area, and this is going to be my little blood magic section. More a straightforward storage area for blood magic. Nothing that's like the main blood magic area. I'm going to do a proper thing for the main blood magic area. But that's just to store any blood magic stuff right now. At the minute it's just a chest and that one altar just to get me started. Done nothing downstairs. Done very little to the bedroom. I don't think I've done anything to the bedroom other than store some personal gear. My book and stuff's there. And yeah, Thorncraft wise, I've got a few more bits done. Found a few more bits and pieces en route on my adventures. Filled those in, popped that stuff around. We've got a bauble or two. I found a ring of protection and an apprentice ring of aqua. So I've put those two on, which I don't really want right now, but I'll put them on because I've got nothing else to put on instead. Been finding lots of essence berry bushes. Oh yes. And storing up the essence berries in the storage crate up here, so they're out the way. I've got no method of automation yet, and I don't really think I need to. I'm getting enough levels and the like. Put in books that I've picked up so far in here. Treasure 2, quite nice. So yeah, there's bits and pieces that I've been doing. There's the little update. But for this episode, we are going trick-or-treating. I've decided, because it's near enough Halloween, by the time this video goes out, it'll be Halloween tomorrow. And I want to do something from Decocraft as well as from Witchery to Halloween people, to do a little Halloweeny on them. Yeah, Decocraft. Gimme all the Decocraft stuff. Right, we've got Halloweeny, we've got seasonal stuff, we've got Christmas stuff, we've also got pumpkins and the like. So I'm going to get some of these, maybe let's see, let's make 7 of those, because thunder's coming. There's another little stack of pumpkins somewhere as well. I'll get those. There's a little stack of pumpkins. There we go. They look pretty good. We'll take some of those as well. There we go. And I think there was a scarecrow witch effigy thing, which may be something I want to do as well. Let's have a look. I don't see it there. Don't see it there. I see this scarecrow. Maybe. And yeah, that's about all really, isn't it? So we're going to have some pumpkins. I may as well make some of the little pumpkins as well then, just to finish off the job there. And put the rest of the stuff away, which will be going all the way back down there. Let's just drop them in the little chest for now, out the way. Oh, I didn't use the funky ones. Oh, I'll remember to use them next. I'll use them up before I go on to anything else. Glass. Let's get some more glass on the go. Here we go. Some glass and some empty glass bottles. This is a little witchery trick that I want to do, and I think I know how to do it. Let's take this back. Let's go tag. Tag kit. Here we go. Tag lock. We need a bone needle and some glass. Okay, I've got icy needles, so I need flint and bone. Flint and bone. Have I got any flint anywhere? And why have I not got flint when I should have flint somewhere? And let's get... Oh, hello. You just get out of my house. Fine. Run around then. This one. We got no flint because of the iguana tweaks, haven't we? There's no flint because of iguana tweaks. That's a reason. It's a reason and a half, that is. And I'm going to need some bones, which, of course, I forgot is all the way down in the mob farm. The only issue with this kind of mob farm is it's so far away from the base that I've got to mess around like this. But that's okay. That's alright. It's not too far. It's still like just walking through the base to get to somewhere. At least it's not over the other side of the base anywhere, is it? So we need to do flint and we need to do bones to make bone needles. So let's make a lot. Let's make a lot. So we get 8 per thing. Let's bang. Let's do it. Okay. So 8 bone needles per thing gives us tons of bone needles, and these are literally just tag lock kits like that. Okay. I'll use these bone needles for other things later as well. Let's make another batch of bottles and another batch of tag locks. There we go. Alright. Another thing, before I go, I'm going to make a couple of bags, because I'm going to need to carry it all, aren't I? So let's go. Pop. 1 stack. Yeah, let's do 1 stack. That'll be enough for some backpacks. Because every time I do a tag lock kit of somebody, which is part of the Halloween pranking, I've got to store it away somewhere, and they take up a fair bit of space. So let's do that. And a colour for Halloween. What colour should we do for Halloween? Orange, brown. Let's do some floral green. I don't think I've got any green yet, so let's have a green and a black. That'll do. And I think my other backpacks are in here still. Yeah, I've got a brown and a yellow already, so green and a black will be okay. Okay, green and a black. There we go. So, to set ourselves up for business, I think something was burning outside. Yep. To set ourselves up for business, I'm going to go and head out to other people's bases and set up a little Halloweeny prank. I'm going to need to get some signs and stuff as well, but I'll meet you over at the first base.